Hey, gamers! Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the world of gaming and counting down the top 5 best gaming consoles of all time. Whether you're a casual gamer or a hardcore enthusiast, these consoles have made a significant impact on the gaming industry. But before we get started, make sure to check the link in the description below if you want to know about the price and other information. So, let's get started. Number 5. Steam Deck OLED. Much like most current-gen gaming consoles, Valve's portable Steam Deck is closer to a PC than many from the last gen. This makes it a powerful gaming computer for PC gamers who want to run their favorite titles in handheld mode. It runs a custom build of Linux as part of its SteamOS offerings, while still providing multiple storage options and upgrades SSDs or microSD cards, depending on user needs. The highlight of the new generation is the all-new OLED display, which brings games to life with bright, vivid colors and deep blacks. In addition to that, the panel also supports a higher refresh rate of up to 90 Hz, making games look smoother and more visually appealing. The panel also supports HDR content, which means users can easily use the Steam Deck for streaming content. The Steam Deck comes backed by an extensive Steam game library, with many titles being ported over or certified for the console over time. Valve also ensures maximum compatibility for a ton of games, with in-house verified games too. The main selling point here is that gamers have access to literally thousands of games. Despite the initial cost of the hardware, this is a cost-effective solution for handheld gaming if one already has a massive Steam library. That said, for folks who don't want to be restricted to playing games only on Steam, there are other Windows-based handheld gaming PCs too, which can be considered. Number 4. Nintendo Switch Lite. The Nintendo Switch Lite offers retro gamers the chance to replay some of the most memorable titles in gaming while on the go. Unlike the regular Switch or OLED variant, the Lite's controllers are built into the console itself, making it ultra-portable and lightweight. This build style also seems to present fewer problems with stick drift compared to older Joy-Cons, clocking in at just about $200. The Switch Lite is essentially a smaller, more portable version of the Nintendo Switch. As such, it's no surprise that it can play all the titles that the main console typically runs in handheld mode. Offering between 3 and 7 hours of battery life, the Switch Lite is a fine handheld companion. While it does not offer a docked mode to connect to a television, its affordability compensates for this somewhat. While not all users are a fan of its smaller display, it does make for sharper image quality due to its higher PPI and its denser pixel counts. These visual upgrades make it a formidable and cheap way to access Nintendo's burgeoning game library that houses famous franchises such as Mario, Zelda, Fire Emblem, and more. Retro gamers with a Nintendo Switch Online membership gain access to the current library of NES, SNES, and Game Boy games available digitally. Players who want to pay a bit more also get to play Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, and Game Boy Advance titles. Not only are there hundreds of games to choose from, but some titles have had multiplayer modes added in, so players can team up with friends or compete head-to-head. For gamers who want to relive the past through some classic handheld gaming, the Switch Lite is one of the best consoles to play retro games on. Number 3. Nintendo Switch OLED Family Gaming Console. With portability as one of its biggest selling points, the Nintendo Switch performs well both in docked and handheld mode, offering a little more power in the former, but a lot more flexibility with the latter. The Switch is a favorite for many gamers, including younger gamers and users looking to play retro titles or exclusives like The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Super Mario Wonder. While the console does allow for third-party games too, plenty of customers buy the Switch solely for its massive library of first-party games. This makes it a one-stop shop for people looking to experience the best that the Japanese manufacturer has to offer. The newer OLED variant delivers on these promises, and then some with a new gorgeous 7-inch OLED display and double the internal storage. If one does go for the Nintendo Switch or its OLED variant for living room use, Game Rant recommends picking up a Switch Pro wireless controller as part of the package. The Nintendo Switch lags behind the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 in terms of raw power, offering a fraction of the processing power. However, it more than makes up for its low processing power in terms of its versatility and excellent game library. Regardless of its lackluster specs, The Nintendo Switch OLED is a stellar option that is hard to beat, despite many attempts by various competitors to crack the handheld gaming market. The fact remains that Nintendo currently dominates the handheld world, and the Switch OLED model only builds on the company's success. Number 2. Sony PlayStation 5. Although some people have been speculating about a new PlayStation, many more have continued to struggle to find a PS5, and the console remains one of the most expensive on the market. However, console exclusives such as Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Stellar Blade have further endeared gamers to Sony's console. Users unsatisfied with the console's storage can extend it manually using any off-the-shelf M.2 SSD, so long as it's PCIe 4.0 and meets a minimum of a 5500 Mbps spec. While it has an excellent appearance, users might be less thrilled given its tendency to stick out, especially in the living room, unlike the Xbox Series X and S, which have an easier time blending in with soundbars and cable boxes. A new, slim model launched in October 2023 with a detachable disk drive, though this option is only $50 less than the standard console. Despite the first model of the PS5 only having 825 GB of storage compared to the rival Xbox Series X's 1TB, subsequent models now match the Xbox's storage capacity. Additionally, while its SSD is slightly faster than the Series X, it does not have the handy quick resume feature that Xbox gamers enjoy. However, that could change via software updates in the future. For now, PS5 gamers seem to be satisfied with the console's traditional rest mode. With support for up to 120Hz at 4K resolutions thanks to the HDMI 2.1 interface on the PS5, it can deliver great visuals or high refresh rates, and sometimes even both simultaneously. This allows for a built-in performance or graphics and fidelity mode option for gamers, depending on their preferences. For console gamers who want the peak of gaming in their living room, no matter the cost, the PS5 is the best choice. Number 1. Microsoft Xbox Series X. Thanks to its 12 teraflops of power, the Xbox Series X is, on paper, the most capable console for home gaming. On top of this, Microsoft has maintained its commitment to publishing all first-party exclusive titles on release day to Xbox Game Pass subscribers. This alone can potentially save gamers hundreds of dollars every year, although they will not technically own the games since it is a subscription-based service. With many new games now retailing for an eye-popping $70, Xbox Game Pass provides gamers' wallets with a much-needed reprieve. Xbox also offers incentives to use Game Pass, including a rewards program that can actually get players credit towards the Microsoft Store. Additionally, Xbox has systems in place for players to find a new group or even chat with players across platforms through Discord. On top of all the great gaming features, the Xbox UI is a fantastic media hub, with tons of streaming apps available, such as Crunchyroll and Prime Video. The Xbox also tries to give gamers the PC experience as much as it can, and, for the most part, it succeeds. So, there you have it, folks. The top 5 best gaming consoles of all time. Be sure to check the links in the description below for the latest prices and availability. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more awesome gaming content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.